This is random, but this thing just looks fire. Posted it next to the Miata with a truck behind it. All right, so this isn't your normal wheel reveal. If I was a normal YouTuber, I would already had tires on this and put it on the car, but I'm not. These are off of a 2015 4 Series BMW. I like the way these look. They're the two-tone. So like the face is like a polished metal, and then the inside is almost a gunmetal, I guess. I don't know. Well, I think it'll look pretty good on here. I got the rest in the back. Somehow managed to get these all the way home. It's quite a long drive, but what I'm gonna do now before I throw wheels on is I have to get back under here. I'm gonna adjust the height a little bit more if I can. I will be taking out the lower control arms. I'm not looking forward to taking like the diff out or loosening the diffs just to get the damn bolt out. So we'll see what happens. Not really sure yet, but let's get this thing all the way in the air, get on jack stands, and I guess we can test fit the wheel too. But let's get to it. All right, so before we get any further, I just want to test fit this real quick. I do think it looks pretty good. The only issue I'm gonna have in the rear is it's pretty close to the actual fender well. So if we need to take a hammer to it, we need to take a hammer to it, specifically this light part right here. All right, so as you can see, one of the bolts is backing out on the axles. Time to retighten that, but coming under here, you can see the wrench right here. It's 11/16, like a snug fit for this lower control arm bolt right here. What I'm going to do, because I can't fit a ratchet head up in here with the sockets and stuff I have, is I'm basically just gonna weld an extension onto this. Coming over to the other side, up here, you can see the bolt right there. Looks like I have to drop the exhaust on this side, so what I'm gonna do is just throw some penetrating fluid on those bolts, make sure it comes out. Be pretty straightforward. I'm really hoping it doesn't run into anything on the diff side, because it does look to be about a 3-inch bolt, and I don't really have that much room, so we'll see what happens. If worse comes to worse, then I guess we'll lower the diff, but I really am not wanting to do that. All right, me being a little sped that I am, doing the old wrench trick where you just hook 2 of them together. Trying to get it out. Yeah, I don't need to make a tool, which is very nice for this side at least. As for the other one, I have no idea. It looks like this is going to take a while to come out. I'm not even gonna lie, because I got about half of a turn with this damn wrench. So either time lapse it for y'all, or I can just skip to me fighting this damn bolt to come out. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next clip. All right, guys, little status report here. So I got this bolt out a little more. I pulled, as you can tell, the diff pushing out, so I can give it a little bit of adjustment. I think what I'm gonna do next is loosen the other end of the control arm, stick a crowbar in here and try to angle this downward. Because it is almost out, and as you can tell, we are just running out of room here on this diff. I don't even know what you would call that, but yeah, just running a little bit of issues on that. It is absolutely disgusting under here, so yeah, it makes it 10 times more fun, but I think we're getting close. Good God, what an annoying bolt to get out of there. So basically what I ended up doing is I did stick a crowbar in here and bend the shit out of this. I'm not using it anymore, so there it is. It does help that it's like it is rubber and isn't like hard mounted. Yeah, it is out. It was a pain in the ass, I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm kind of dreading the other side. This side was a lot more open. Still gotta pull the exhaust out, but I'm gonna test fit the other one, just kind of size it up. I might end up painting over the max beating rods, because that super ugly, don't want that in here. I just got to figure out what color to paint it. I'm going to clean this up because this side is really bad, and I'm going to try to get all the grease out of here, just, you know, for a peace of mind. Really doesn't matter. No, not really. It's the underneath of a car, but yeah, it is freezing out here. It's pretty cold. You probably see my breath, so I might call it for the night. If I end up doing anything else, I'll pull you guys back out, but yeah, pretty good stuff for today. I don't know how the light is for y'all. If it is bad, I am sorry. That shit was lame, dude. God. You know, considering where this came from, I don't really care about the bushing on this side being painted because it's on the inside of the car, but considering how this looked before, it's got that nice BMW blue almost. I think it looks pretty good. I think it'll look pretty good under the car too. So I'm gonna take this apart, throw the nuts back on it, and I'm basically going to put this together in pieces because putting the whole thing in as one and taking the old one out is pretty difficult. So I'm just going to take off this joint right here, throw it in the car, bolt it in, and then thread this piece on and then attach to the car, get my sizes right, and then, you know, we should be good.
All right guys, so I did end up getting those two little parts in. So as you can see, I did do a little bit of paint on the caliper. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. I got a bunch on the actual brake pad. Doesn't really matter though, I gotta change it anyway. I'm not super worried about it. I really like the color combo with the BMW logo and the calipers being very similar in color. I think it looks pretty good, along with the new steering wheel in here. It is pretty fire. It's just small touches that matter. Very, very small touches that matter. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna spray the other side. Still have to tape it off. Throw the suspension back in, raise the coils up a little bit more, and we'll throw it back on the ground.
That's with no exhaust. Kind of loud. It's kind of really loud. Jeez. Sounds pretty cool though. All right, so I got the lower control arm in. Now I can just adjust it how I need. I'm gonna leave it loose. There is anti-seize on these. Tightening it ripped the paint off. More than expected that, but whatever. Not too worried about it at all. So yeah, I'm gonna do the other side, throw the wheel on, jack it up to about ride height in full compression, and adjust it from there, and then tighten these nuts. Let's get the other side done, and let's get this thing knocked out and put it back on the ground. All right guys, so there is the E36 with the wheels on. Now, I did end up getting tires for them, but they were free. These are 235 45s. They are way too big of a sidewall for what this car has for suspension right now, so it rubs everywhere. Later down the road, we'll get smaller tires, and yeah, but I gotta paint these front brake calipers still and adjust the rear a bit more and do some rolling on the rear fenders. See if I can raise the front up. I don't really know what suspension those are, but yeah, that's how she looks. We get the wheels off of it real quick and do some adjustments, and we should be good to take her down the road. All right guys, so it has been about a few days since we got this thing all said and done. Raise the car up a little bit. You can probably tell coming back here, just having issues. Not really, like there's a lot of height in the rear now because these wheels are way bigger than the 17s. So coming back from like a complete backside, good amount of ground clearance, kind of a meaty setup honestly. So it doesn't look too bad. I like the way it looks, especially with the blue calipers. I think it looks pretty good. Suspension's pretty much done. We just got to get this thing aligned and it'll drive straight. I took it for a test run this morning. Looks like we're rubbing a little bit right here. Ripped some paint off, but I guess that's okay. We'll get it dialed in. Don't worry, it's gonna get a new color sometime soon. And then yeah, should be ready for the summer. I'm actually really excited. Again, the spray job is absolutely horrendous on here, but like I said earlier, I got to get new rotors and brake pads, so not super worried about it. It'll clean up later down the road, but for now looks pretty good. But yeah, with that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next one. We got to do some cleaning up on the wiring side of the house. The headlights are, I don't know, they don't work, so I got to get them to work. Because right now at night, only able to use the fog lights, which is kind of sketchy. I mean, they put out a good amount of light, but it's not very far and it's low, so I can't see too far ahead.
So yeah, we got to take care of that, and then this car should be pretty much, you know, good to drive for a daily. Will it be that? Probably not. It'd be like every now and then. So we also got to do maintenance on the car. Got to do an oil change, spark plugs, just the normal stuff, and get it out of this rain, because this top isn't the best, but it's not the worst either. But anyway, I'll catch you on the next one whenever that comes out. I hope you guys had a good holiday. I've been trying to get this out for a while, but you know, just with everything going on, holidays and places being closed and weird hours, it's taken a while. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one with some more BMW content.